Hi, hello, namaste. Welcome back to Needs of Children. In this session, we are going to get the information about 10th Standard English Medium Social Science Business Studies Chapter number 1 Banking Transactions. The continued part of Banking Transactions. So in the previous session, we get the information about relationship between bankers and customers, services offered by banks, banking transactions, role of post offices as banking transactions, types of banks. So these are the very important concepts we are discussed in the previous class. Let's come to the continued part of banking transactions. Yes, types of bank accounts. Generally, 4 kinds of accounts can be opened in a bank. They are considered as the savings bank account, current account, recurring deposit account, terms or fixed deposit accounts. So these are the types of bank accounts. Let's come to the in detail. We are going to get the types of bank accounts. Among that, the first one, savings account. This type of account is generally opened in banks by salaried persons or by the person who have a fixed regular income. So those who are getting the regular income are those who are receiving the salary per month. Such kind of people, they can open savings bank account. This facility is also given to the students, senior citizens and pensioners, and also can be utilized this savings bank account. Savings accounts are opened to encourage people to save money as well as pool their savings. There is no restrictions on the number and amount of deposits. Money can be withdrawn either by check or through a withdrawal slip available in the respective bank. So this is the information about savings bank account. Let's come to the second one, bank account, that is current account. In this current account is opened by usually businessmen who have a large number of regular transactions with the bank. It includes deposits, withdrawals and contra transactions. So continual, regular transactions. In current account, amount can be deposited or withdrawn any number of times in a day. There is no limitations for deposit as well as withdrawal. Generally, banks do not give any interest on these deposits but collect service charges or bank charges on such kind of current account. So this is information about current account. Let's come to the third one account, that is recurring deposit account. These deposit accounts are generally opened for a purpose to be saved for a future date. For future requirements, deposits are made regularly on monthly basis for the purpose of wedding expenses of children, to buy costly items like land, car, etc. That is RD, recurring deposit account. After the period is over, the total amount is repaid with adding some interest. So that is about the information about recurring deposit account. And the fourth one, term or fixed deposit account. This type of This type of account is opened for a fixed period by depositing a particular sum of money. The term of the deposit may be a month, 6 months, 1 year, 5 years or 10 years. Term, that is the term nothing but it is considered as a time. To a particular time they are going to be fixed their amount, maybe a month or 6 months. In case 1 year, 5 years or 10 years. The deposit amount cannot be withdrawn before the expiry of the term. The rate of interest is more depending upon the term in this deposit account. So these are the types of bank accounts like savings bank account, current account, recurring deposit account, term or fixed deposit account. So let's come to the next concept, procedures to open bank account. So what are the procedures are there to open a bank account? Nowadays, banks have emerged as important financial institutions. Banks provide a safe environment and help to manage financial transactions. To avail professional banking service, it is mandatory for every individual to open a bank account. So, open a bank account is not a difficult task. Let's come to the what are the very important steps to follow the opening of the bank account. Procedures to open a bank account. Among that, they are considered as there are 7 steps to open a bank account. Among that, decide the type of account which you want to open. The next, approach the bank of your choice and meet its office. Then, fill up the bank account form or proposal form. And the 4th one, give a reference for opening your bank account. And the 5th one, submit bank account form duly filled. 6th one, the officer will verify all the particulars submitted. 7th one, initial deposit. So these are the 7 steps to open a bank account. Let's come to we are going to get in detail what are the procedures to open a bank account. The first one concept, decide the type of account which you want to open. There are several types of bank accounts such as saving bank account, current account, recurring deposit account and fixed deposit or term deposit. Among these accounts, decide which type of account you want to open in the bank. So that is decide the type of account which you want to open. That is the first step. And the second one, meet the bank official. Either approach the bank of your choice and meet its office. Once you have decided to open a particular type of account, approach the bank officer and inform him about your wish to open the account. The bank officer will give you required forms and instructions how to open, what are the documents required, what are the procedures to follow in the second step. So let's come to in the third procedure. Fill up the bank account form or proposal form. In the third procedure, fill up this form all respects such as your name, address, occupation and other details in the spaces provided. Make 2 or 3 specimen signatures on the specimen signature card. This signature should not be changed. If the account is to be opened in joint, then the form must be signed jointly and specimen signature should be given in separate specimen signature cards. Nowadays, the banks insist on submitting the passport size photographs for the purpose of identification. Submit them. Now, submitting a self-attested copy of Aadhaar card is mandatory. Made it as a compulsory for Aadhaar card. The photocopy of Aadhaar card with the self-attested copy mandatory. They made it as a compulsory. So this is the third one step. Let's come to the what is the fourth one step. Give a reference for opening your bank account. Banks normally require reference or introduction of the prospective account holder by any of the existing account holder or some respectable person. That means if you are opening the bank account, either your friend, either your colleague, he has to have the bank account in that bank. He is become as a introducer to a bank and he is become as a account holder in that bank and he is become as a respectable person, one who is introducing to you. The introducer introduces the prospective account holder by signing his specimen signature in the column named for it. This reference or introduction is required to safeguard the interest of the bank. That is the intention the introducer will introduce with the signing his specimen signature, particularly a column meant for it. So that is the give reference for opening your bank account, the fourth one step. And the fifth one, submit the bank account form duly filled. In all respects and along with the required documents, that is Aadhaar address proof, PAN card, Aadhaar card, photographs, etc. So these are the other documents you have to submit to open the bank account with application form duly filled. And the sixth one, the officer will verify all the particulars submitted. Officer checks whether the form is filled completely in all respects and the other documents. If he is satisfied, then he clears the proposal form. At last, the seventh one. After getting the proposal form cleared, the initial amount is deposited in the bank through challan. Then the bank issue a passbook, a checkbook and a pay-in slip book in case of savings account. In case of term deposit or fixed deposit, a separate form has to be filled in and fixed deposit receipt is issued. In the case of current account, a checkbook is issued. For recurring deposit, account passbook and pay-in slip book are issued. So these are the initial deposit and other documents will providing by the bank. So these are the 7 steps, open procedures to open a bank account. At last, advantages of opening bank account. So what are the advantages are there to open the bank account? On that, the first one, bank account facilitates safe custody of money. Second one, bank account helps in making payments. Bank account helps in collection of money. The next, bank account holders get advances and loans. Bank account helps in smooth financial transactions. Last, bank account holders can get safe deposit locker facility. So these are the advantages of opening bank account. So that's it about today's session. I hope you have understood the concept till now what we are discussed. In case of if you having any doubts related to the entire lesson, you can comment in the comment box. I will solve your doubts. So I will come back with the next session. Until, keep watching my channel. So thank you. Have a nice day. See you in the next session. Bye bye. Take care.